Hi, I'm Shruti Salian and this is a video on how to process data using Apache Hive. So let's get started. So Hive is basically a SQL-like scripting language and it is used to provide a database query interface to Apache Hadoop. So for this tutorial, I have downloaded the Cloudera VM on my VMware. So the first thing we'll do is import datasets on the file browser. I have two datasets with me, the driver and the timesheet. So the first thing we'll do is upload these, and before that we have to copy the two datasets on the Cloudera desktop. So then from here we'll be uploading it to a file browser. Click on the file browser. I've created a directory called as Hive dir under which I will be uploading these two data sets. Click on upload, select the files, select the two data sets. As you can see, we successfully uploaded the two data sets in our Hive directory. Now in the view we have the query editors tab. Select the Hive for the Hive view. So this is basically a Hive view. I have already created and saved my worksheet. If you want to create a new worksheet, you can select this particular icon, new Hive query, and then to save a worksheet, you select on the save as icon and give it a name and then save. So the first thing that we'll do here is create a temp drivers table. The temp drivers table is a single column structured table. Here all the data is stored in a CSV format. So when we create this particular table, we will basically create an empty table. So let's select this and then run. This table will have the column type as string. So as you can see, success. Now at present this table is empty. So also in other side you will see the database explorer section where you can click on the data table and then you can see the type of the description of the table. Here you can see that the column values of type string, and if you select on this view statistics, you will get to see the table, but right now it has no data, so we cannot see any data here. So now the first thing that we'll do is we'll give the path of the place where our CSV file is stored, and from there we'll write it into the temp drivers table. So run this. After we run this query, the data from the CSV file is loaded into the temp drivers table, and as I've already told you, it's like a column value string type where a single column will have data in the CSV format. So let's explore this table. As you can see, it's just one column with data in the CSV format. Moving ahead, now from this table, we load the data from this table into a table called as drivers, where we have the drivers attributes where like driver ID, the name, SSN, location, certified and wage plan. So let's pull the data from the temp drivers to drivers. So basically we'll first create the drivers table. As you can see, it's success and we have the drivers table here. So we have all the column and their attributes. View statistics will give you an empty table, and then run this regex query. Now here what we are doing is we are extracting the expressions from the temp drivers and then loading it into the drivers table. So basically what this query will do is it will take the data from a single column here, data stored in the CSV format, and then split it into different columns here. So the same data is getting split into different columns. So as you can see, it's success now. So let's run the drivers table. So as you can see, we have the data populated in the drivers table and all the data is split across various columns now. So similarly, we'll create the timesheet table. A temp timesheet table with a single column of type string. The temp timesheet is now constructed. and then we load the data from the path and then load it into the temp timesheet table. So it's success again. Let's check. As you can see, we have the data in the CSV format, and now we'll extract the table data into timesheet table. But before that, we'll create the timesheet table. The timesheet table, as you can see, will have the driver ID, the week, hours logged, and the miles logged. So now the timesheet table is created. We'll extract the data into the timesheet table. So let me explain to you what activity we are doing here in this tutorial. Here we are basically clubbing the data by the driver's ID, and for every driver we are extracting the number of hours that is logged and the number of miles which is mapped for every driver per year. So we are doing this on a yearly basis. So we are basically extracting the hours logged and the miles logged for every driver per year basis. So it's success. Now let's check the timesheet table. So here you can see that the data is populated in the timesheet table. So now let's make use of both the tables and then run queries. In the first query here you see is you need the driver ID, the hours logged in totality, the miles logged in totality from the timesheet, and then it is grouped by the driver's ID. See that we have got the driver's ID, the first column and the second column. So let's run the second query. Here in this query what is happening is we are creating a join on both the tables, the driver and the timesheet table, and we are doing it on the basis of the driver ID. The driver ID is a primary key for both the columns and is a primary key for the second column. This is against the driver's table and the timesheet. So we are extracting the driver ID, the name, the hours and the total miles. The total miles and hours will be from the timesheet table, and the driver ID and the name will be from the driver's table. So now you can see here that we have got the output as we desired. We have the driver ID and the driver name from the driver's table, and we have the total hours and the total miles from the timesheet table. So this was basically what data we wanted to fetch using the HIVE query. One query that I have here is drop table if exists temp driver. So this query is basically to drop any table that you wish. So it will check if the table is existing, it will drop that query. So that's it for now. I hope you find this video intuitive. So that's it. Thank you.